I know you were interested in seeing where Marcie lives. A little breezy, so you might have some noise here. So I thought I would show you a quick tour since you couldn't come out and do a site visit. So this is standing in the middle of my driveway, looking out around my yard. So frequently we come in through the back door, down the sidewalk that you're looking at, and then she does her regular stuff here, and then we'll walk down the driveway back and forth on really cold mornings a few times. And we have actually gone down this road and then down to the next corner, and by the pine trees is a real quiet road, and so we'll go there. Saying there's a snowmobile trail, but I think it'll be a while before she can see that. But along that tree line and going down for a couple of miles is a snowmobile trail, and that's where we run our dogs frequently. You might not be able to make it out, but there is a fenced-in area, and probably our fenced-in back part of the yard is bigger than most people's yards in town. It's 4 foot high, and it keeps in even beans, and we had an esky before, so we know that it will work for Marcie also. She won't be going back there for a while. We want to make sure to keep her on leash and make sure that she's still getting along with the other dogs, which she's doing remarkably well. Oh, and because our last esky and another dog we had were arthritic, we have low-rise stairs going up to the house. Now going into the house, there's Marcie. We take off our shoes in the kitchen. And there's Beans, and you can see that they're both hanging out in the same room. Beans is the one you folks were a little nervous about. She gurs at him every once in a while, but he's been very calm. There's some water dishes. We have lots of them around. It's a messy living dining room right now. We're in the middle of cleaning, but there's one of the kitties, and the other one I think is hiding right now. But as you can see in this frame, Marcie's hanging out, and they're getting along just fine. This is our bedroom. Again, a little bit messy. But we have her crate, a little dark so you probably can't see it, but she's sleeping right next. Good girl. Yeah. And there's our beautiful little Marcie again, with Beans following around. He's been kind of keeping an eye out on her, making sure she's safe. He's a really nice dog. And there's Sweet Pea. They're having a little trouble getting along, but they're mostly okay too. As you can see, they're hanging out in the same room, getting along just fine. We have another crate set up in the living room so that when we can't be immediately right here, we can set her in there so she's safe. And then going out this way, we have an elliptical machine going, so I'm not going to get too close to that, is the doorway that goes out to the back, and they have run to the backyard. Sometimes she'll come running up the stairs here, and we have another room that we have set up that we've used before for dogs too, when we're going to be gone and they need to be isolated. And as you can see, there's a nice low window where I know this morning when I was at church, she was hanging out looking out the window, and there she is again. And here's Beans. And I have food and water up here for her. I just have it all downstairs right now. But she can look out her window, and she likes it. Nice open space. So she seems really well adjusted, really happy. Like I said, they're getting along just fine. We won't be leaving them alone for quite some time. But she's doing okay. She seems really happy here. I just thought you'd like to know. And she did learn one thing. I don't know if she'll do because I don't have a treat. We're going to show you the one trick. We're going to show you the one trick that Marcie's learned. Marcie! Marcie! Come here! Come here! Marcie, sit! Sit! Good girl! She learned how to sit this weekend, so she's doing really well. She's learning things and seems really happy and affectionate. You're right, she's a fantastic girl. And we love her, and we'd love to adopt her.